Superheroes. Growing up, most of us have imagined being a superhero. Whether it was Superman or Batman for the boys or Wonder Woman for the girls, the appeal was the extraordinary powers they held and the good they did. Although none of us have superpowers, although Gavork may disagree with me on this point, we all have the ability to do good and be a hero. All we need to do is find the courage and donate blood. I started donating blood shortly after my father was diagnosed with gastric cancer. During his treatment, he received blood transfusions. I was thankful to those that had donated blood and decided that it was my duty to pay it forward. But what does this mean for you? Chances are that you or someone close to you will need a blood transfusion in your lifetime. And who will be the hero of that story? Will you find the courage in yourself to be the hero, or will you turn to someone else? Did you know that someone in the United States needs blood every 2 seconds? More than 38,000 donations are needed every day in communities across the United States. Approximately 1 in 7 people entering a hospital will need blood, and more than 4 million patients need blood transfusions each year in the U.S. However, of the 37% of the U.S. population that is eligible to donate blood, less than 10% do annually. The solution is quite simple. There is a need for more people to become blood donors, and here is where you come in. Become blood donors. All of you, including Amber and Jeff, Brittany, and even Kevin, since blood donors can be giraffish too. If only 1% more of all Americans would give blood, blood shortages would disappear for the foreseeable future. It's easy and convenient. It takes about an hour, and you can make the donation at a donor center or at one of the many mobile blood drives. And it really takes 4 easy steps. First, they'll take a quick medical history, a quick physical, which consists of a blood sample, blood pressure, and they'll take your temperature, and then the donation, and then the fun part, snacks. You get juices and cookies, and hey, sometimes even popcorn. But the actual blood donation usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Imagine all the people you can help out by donating blood. There are children being treated for cancer, premature infants and children having heart surgery, and they need blood and platelets from donors of all types, especially type O, which is the universal donors. Anemic patients need blood transfusions to increase their red blood cell levels. Cancer, transplant, and trauma patients, and patients undergoing open heart surgery may require platelet transfusions to survive. Sickle cell disease is an inherited disease that affects more than 80,000 people in the United States, 98% of whom are of African descent. Many patients with severe sickle cell disease receive blood transfusions every month. And a patient could be forced to pass up a life-saving organ if compatible blood is not available to support the transplant. So please, donate blood and don't make excuses. We've heard them all. I don't like needles. I am scared of needles. I'm afraid to give blood. Nearly everyone feels that way at first. However, most donors will tell you that you only feel a slight initial pinch, and 7 to 10 minutes later, you are finished. If you take the time and courage to make one donation, you'll wonder why you ever hesitated. And as for being too scared, wasn't your first kiss scary? Your first date? The first time you got behind the wheel? And look at where we all are now. And don't think you can be too busy. Again, the entire process takes about an hour, and the actual blood donation time is only 10 to 15 minutes. If you stop to think that an hour of your time could mean a lifetime for someone, like a premature baby, someone with cancer undergoing chemotherapy, or someone who's had an accident, you might decide that you can make the time to give the gift of life. And don't think that no one ever asked you. And don't think that you didn't don't say that you didn't realize your blood was needed. Because consider yourself asked right now. There is simply no other way to supply the blood needs of the hospital patients but for the generous donations of people like you. Every 2 seconds, someone in America needs blood. More than 38,000 donations are needed every day in communities across the U.S. And don't be afraid that you think you'll get AIDS. It is not possible to get AIDS by donating blood. A new sterile needle is used for each donor and discarded afterwards. Don't think that your blood isn't the right type, or that you have a rare blood type so you'll wait until there is a special need. Every type of blood is needed daily to meet patient needs. If you have a common blood type, there are many patients who need it, so it is in high demand. If you have a less common blood type, there are fewer donors available to give it. so it is in short supply. Blood that is rare or special is almost always in short supply. There is a constant need for those blood types in order to avoid having to recruit specific blood types in a crisis. And don't think that you don't have any blood to spare. The average adult body has 10 to 12 pints of blood. Doctors say that healthy adults may give regularly because the body quickly replaces the blood you donate. And don't think that you'll feel weak afterwards. Donating blood should not adversely affect a healthy adult because your body has plenty of blood. You will donate less than 1 pint and your body, which consistently makes new blood, will replace the donated volume within 24 hours. And most people continue their usual activities after donating. And don't ever think that they won't ever want your blood. If you have any doubts, check with your physician or the qualified staff on duty at a donor center or a mobile blood drive. They'll review your medical history with you. And there is no upper age limit to donate blood, and a great many medical conditions do not prevent you from donating. So, take action. Call or visit the American Association of Blood Banks, America's Blood Centers, the American Red Cross, or the United Blood Services, and make an appointment and start making a difference in somebody's life. You can be a hero, an everyday hero. You don't need superpowers, just a little courage and an hour of your day. And remember, the life you save today can one day be your own. Toll-free numbers and websites for the American Association of Blood Banks, America's Blood Centers, American Red Cross, and United Blood Services are in the back, as well as 10 reasons to donate blood. Thank you very much. I've been great.